on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So this is going to be part 2 of me prepping the S14 for paint. We got some good progress done today. I started with my quarter panels and I got it pulled pretty evenly on both sides. It doesn't look too aggressive on camera, but in person it is flared out a good amount, but I still think I want to pull it a little bit more. And then we got the rest of the front end sanded. Got my front bumper sanded, just a few little tight spots that I didn't get to. I want to start slapping some Bondo on the car. So I got this little bucket of body filler, got a few spreaders. I've never done Bondo on my own. I'm really not sure if I'm going to be doing it right, but I figured I'd start with the holes that I got welded in the rear. I think that's a good surface for me to at least practice on. But yeah, I'm excited. The car's finally getting somewhere. I'm hoping to have my windshield and all the windows removed sometime this week. That way I could finish the whole sanding process. But yeah, I guess let's try to apply some body filler before it gets too dark, and hopefully it works out. All right, quick little update. I think we're pretty much all done with the Bondo. So I got the front fender all sanded. Everything is pretty smooth. The rear quarter panel, I also applied some Bondo and I already got it sanded just so that I could see what the curve is gonna look like. The trunk and everything else is done as well. But what I was told is that I'm using cheap Bondo, which I bought at a local parts store. And what I learned is you gotta get some good quality body filler at like a paint store. So that's what I did. I went and picked this up, and the difference is over time, the good quality stuff doesn't sag, and it also doesn't really have pinholes when you're sanding. What I mean by that is, so you can't really see, but as you're sanding, there's like these little holes right here. So the good quality stuff should prevent that. But yeah, I'm just gonna apply a super thin layer and hopefully get it done today, and then the car will be ready for primer. So quick little update. I think I'm pretty much done with the sanding for the most part. It is a nice day outside, so I'm gonna take this chance to go over to my uncle's shop real quick and have him just take a look over the car. If something needs to be fixed, I might just have one of the guys there hopefully just do like a final layer and make sure everything is good to go before we primer. But this is what it looks like so far. I just quickly slapped the front bumper on just so that I could drive over to the shop. But the fender's pretty smooth. Quarter panels turned out pretty good. This area actually turned out, but I think there was some warping, so you could still kind of feel it in like one area. So I might have them just go over that and make it all good. I guess let's just head to the shop now and hopefully have some work done on the car today. This is the first time I'm driving this thing on the street in like 2 months. The car also looks like it just came out of a chop shop, so hopefully I make it there just fine without crossing paths with any cops. It's about a 5-10 minute drive, so I think I'll be fine. So I went to my uncle's shop the other day, and I thought the Bondo was pretty much done, but man, was I wrong. When I got there, they all just started laughing at me, which is fine because I'm still learning a lot, but I almost gave up and asked if one of the dudes there could just finish the car. They told me I should just go back and try again. It's a good way for me to learn, and I guess I've been sanding the car wrong the entire time. Let me show you guys what I mean. So this is the block that I was sanding with, and I guess it's way too small and it's also pretty soft. So when I'm sanding surfaces like this, I guess some of the areas I would sand a little more than others, which would cause the surface to be uneven. And as you skim your hand across, you could feel like little waves. So this is the block that I should have been using. My uncle gave it to me to use, and so much better because when you're going across surfaces like this, it's pretty even and it sands it all out evenly. So I did that over here and it's perfect now. I don't feel any waves or anything like that, so this area should be good to go. Coming over here, I wanted the flare to be a little more even on this side, so I started hammering it out a little more today, and some of the Bondo just slightly cracked right here, which I could have just chipped it off and refilled it, but I decided I just want to take it all off and redo it. I just want to get that super cheap O'Reilly Bondo out of there. I don't think I was doing it right at first anyways. I didn't use enough hardener, so I'm just gonna focus on the quarter panels. The rest of the car is fine, but I wanna make sure the quarter panels are perfect, since I don't wanna paint the car and then have the wheel hit the quarter panel and have it crack right away. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Hopefully the quarter panels turn out. Starting to figure out how to do it correctly, the whole sanding and Bondo process. So if I ever have to do it again, it'll be a lot easier and a lot faster. But yeah, I guess let's just put on a skim coat on the quarter panels. I still have to clear that other side, and hopefully it works out. All right, so I ran into a little problem. I got all the Bondo off on this quarter panel, and I got some rust coming through. So this is the fender that I split and had some damage on the inside, and very unfortunate, but the rust is already coming through, which sucks. But I'm glad I caught that now, because it would have just gave me more problems down the road. I might eventually go with over fenders, so I'm not too worried about it, but I still want to get it fixed right now. So what I'm gonna end up doing is possibly just undoing this flap right here that I had rolled. As you can see, it's cracked right there. So I want to try to undo this flap right now and see how bad the damage is on the inside, and then I might just have to seal it and get this rewelded or something, or use fiberglass. I don't know. I'm gonna try to fix it right now. Honestly, have no clue what I'm gonna end up doing. Might have to just cut this whole thing out and have a new piece welded in. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not too bad on the inside, but yeah, it's all along this area, and the metal's pretty soft. You can kind of push on it. This is just gonna delay the process. So it just seems like it's one thing after another. I really want to get this thing painted, but I keep running into little things like this, and I feel like this is gonna really delay it by a lot, which sucks, but I guess let's see what we can do. All right, quick little update. So I got this entire lip bent all the way out, and it looks horrible right now, but we got the inside cleaned up, got a grinder and cleared this area as best as I could, and then I got a wire wheel and cleaned up the inside, but still needs some more cleaning. I also picked up this sheet of aluminum that I'm gonna cut out and place it right up in here, and then hopefully weld this area against the plate as well. That's my plan. I'm not sure if that's actually the way it's gonna get done. I'm gonna have to talk to a few people. Hopefully someone can come through and get it welded, or I might just have to take it somewhere. But yeah, this freaking sucks. But I think it's better to just get it all fixed now, because if I didn't do it now, it would have caught up to me later and it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, that's the update for today. I think I'm just gonna stop here. It's been a long day. Didn't get too much done today because I ran into this, but it is what it is. Hopefully this all works out. I'm kind of worried. We'll see what happens. I guess we'll just continue another day. All right, so it's a new day. I think we might be able to get the car fixed today. So I'm gonna head over to one of my homie's places right now. He has a welder, and he's currently restoring one of his own cars, so he has some experience in this field. I believe in him. I think he'll be able to get it done today, so I'm pretty excited. If we get this fixed today, I'll be able to finish the body work. We'll be back on track, and we could get the car primered. So I'm gonna head over there now. This is my dude, Alex. This is the man that's gonna fix the whip for me. Attempt? No, we'll be able to do it.
We'll figure it out.
I know he can do it. I'm gonna show your car, so.
Oh my goodness.
No, dude, whatever. What is it? I don't even know what car this is. I guess you could talk about it. So this is his little project that he's been working on.
It's not a little project, it's a big project, guys.
It is a big project.
1969.
Hey.
80s. Yes, sir. 280 SC.
280 SC.
I got IQ air on it. Just finishing rust work.
Yes, sir. This thing is bagged.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he has a bunch of rust work that he was working on. He already replaced this entire side.
And then, yeah, also with these two. So this whole section here was cut out of a car out of Oregon.
The passenger side, he hasn't started on, but so like this whole area is all rusted. So this is his little project that he's gonna be working on. Pretty similar to my car, I guess.
Nah, dude, it's not similar. Yeah,
it's cake. My car is cake compared to your car. So he's gonna have to weld this.
Remove all the spot welds, split it, take all these off, the floor pan, and weld it back.
A whole bunch of work. So another couple of years, right?
Yeah. Alright, I'll probably be keeping the car forever.
Yeah.
I got my LS over there. Out of that Tahoe, it's gonna go into that Mercedes.
LS swapped, bagged, 1969. That's like the dream, bro.
That's gonna be a gem, dude.
So this is gonna be cake compared to his other car.
Yeah, this is light work.
I think you got this. All right, that's our piece right there.
Mock-up piece.
Mock-up. Now we're
tape it on and be finished. Good to go.
slap some Bondo on top.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we're cutting out of.
Piece of sheet metal I have.
And you said it was the same.
It's 22 gauge. So
22 gauge.
Yeah, it's pretty thin sheet.
Sick. That's better than that aluminum sheet I bought. A super thin aluminum
My
sheet.
custom two wheel wells I was making.
Nice.
It's looking pretty, guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And we're just gonna tap the inner weld down flush, you know?
Yeah.
And then look, now we just fill this with weld.
Bro, that's sick. Literally went in there like flush right against this.
Yeah, it's
That's perfect. Yo, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it because I feel like eventually I might end up just cutting that whole thing out in like a year or two. I don't know. If I ever go with over fenders, it turns out, you know? I don't want to have you put too much effort into it because I might just end up cutting all of this.
halfway done already. We got
I know. It's only been like 10 minutes. I'm pretty stoked. It's working out. It's going smooth. Good. So now we're just gonna clamp this lip and weld it to that plate that we slid in there.
Yeah.
It should be good to go.
Should be Gucci, man.
All right, so this is what it looks like right now. So we just sprayed everything with the rust barrier, and now we're gonna do some seam sealer.
Dynatron seam sealer.
And we also did it in here, so sprayed everything down and then go over it with the seam sealer. So from the interior, this is what it looks like. There's that plate that we put in. Got everything sprayed. Looks legit. Nah, dude.
We're not professionals.
Yeah, it's a drift car. I'm not too worried about it.
They're not for who it's for. We like to say around
Exactly. All right, so this is the final product. Well, not quite. I'm still planning on spraying it down with like the black Rust-Oleum stuff again, but it's sealed off, looks legit. In here, we just sprayed it down, and then I still have to do the seam sealer. I'm just gonna wait for that to dry up. We're all done, good to go. My guy,
Yes, sir.
appreciate you, bro. So we're back in the garage. I did apply the first coat of Bondo on this quarter panel. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to shape it to match the other side. But I think you guys have seen enough of me doing prep work on this car. So the rest of the prep I'm just going to go ahead and do off camera. I would say the car is about 80% done. And I did learn a lot along the way, but I'm sure I was still doing a lot of things wrong. So if anyone that's watching has some advice or some tips, feel free to comment down below. No offense will be taken. Hopefully the next video on the S14 is when we're gonna be actually painting the car. It's been a really long journey, but we're almost there. I can't wait till this thing is painted. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.